Welcome back to my weekly podcast, Taste of Taylor. I'm Taylor, cause duh. And joining me today, my bestie, Stassi Schroeder. Hey girl, hi.
Hi. I need to fix your collar.
Okay, do it.
All right.
Maybe I wanted it popped up.
It wasn't a choice. It was just like half.
It was like a floppy dick.
It was, yes.
Got it. Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you for fixing my flaccid penis. I appreciate you.
You know, I always have your back.
That's what friends are for.
And I'll always be there for you.
I love you so much.
I love you.
Speaking of which, okay, I'm so happy that you just said that because I am so hungover today. I am in the deepest hangover spiral. And I know this is kind of like piggybacking off of when I was just on Stassi.
Yes.
Yes, on your podcast, Stassi. Is it weird when I say it like that?
But I kind of like it.
When I was on Stassi?
Yeah, when I was on Stassi.
Yeah.
Yes, when we talked about how you overthink everything. You are an empath.
Correct.
I don't overthink things and
Yes.
I lack empathy.
So it occurred to me today. So I cannot remember who I was talking to. I think it was somebody from the wedding that we were at like a weekend or two ago. We have been here for so long. Like it's actually psychotic.
I know, but like it's been so amazing because you are not staying in the house.
Correct.
You're staying across the street.
Correct.
It's so lovely. Like you could be here for months and months and months. Like it's sad that it's coming to an end.
I know. And actually like
we're not on top of each other. I didn't see you guys yesterday.
I know, okay, so I'm spiraling about many things, but one of the things I'm spiraling about is that we didn't see you yesterday. Like I'm actually like not okay about it.
Really?
Yeah, no, actually.
Okay. Do you want to give the backstory about the spiraling talk that I just
Let's
interrupted
do
you?
spirals first,
because you were just explaining.
We'll address.
Okay, yeah, because you were just explaining something about a wedding.
Correct. So we're at a wedding, and thank you for that. And also, that was my fault for going off track. So thank you for taking responsibility. Also, that's so nice, but like now I'm spiraling about that. So many spirals. So anyway, this is something I'd never heard of until recently. And this girl was like at the wedding, and I'm sorry, I'm not giving you credit, and don't hate me.
Do you not remember her name?
I don't remember anything. I'm sorry.
What was she wearing?
Oh, girl, I don't even know what her face looked like. I don't even remember who fucking said this to me.
Oh, see, like I remember people based on their outfits.
Well, you're better than me.
No.
Are you spiraling now?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So whoever said it, thank you so much for saying it. Because it was really like, I had like an epiphany, like a eureka moment. But they said, oh God, I hope tomorrow when I'm hungover, like I'm actually like, I'd rather be physically hungover than emotionally hungover. And I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. So like people get like physically hungover, throwing up, headaches, can't get out of bed.
Right.
And that really seems like the worst. Okay, I remember who it was now. This girl was like, I never get sick at night. I always get sick in the morning. Like I will barf everywhere in the morning, but like at night, like I could go all night. And I was like, oh, if I'm going to barf, I'm going to barf at night. How are you?
Funny you should ask.
Yes. And we're going to get to it.
Funny you should ask.
Yes.
It had been a while since
Correct.
I had either problem.
Correct.
Okay. So yes, like I'll feel like if, I go out for like dinner and have too many martinis or something, the next morning I'm like, I'm not my best.
Right.
But I haven't felt like the way that I used to. I think about this all the time. Before 2020,
Yes.
I guess before I got pregnant with Hartford.
Yes.
Okay. The way that I spent most days out of the year throwing up
Genuinely.
or like just headache, can't get off the couch, or forcing myself to like go do some film or whatever it is. But like I lived my life hungover.
Yes.
I think back on that. I'm like, that's so wild.
Wild.
And like, I think now, like since I've had kids, like I still drink, I still go to dinner, I still go and do things. I love wine more than I love most things in
Yes.
life, you
Yes.
know? Like,
Agreed.
So like, it's not like I'm like a sober person by any
stretch,
means, like
no.
at all. But like, I've learned how to not drink to the point of getting sick because
You can't.
because your kids,
Need you.
they need me. So like,
But wait,
I
do you think that you're not as hungover as you were, or do you think that because you have kids, you just can't be as hungover? Do you know the question I'm asking? Like
I used to mix my alcohols.
Correct.
I used to stay up late.
Correct.
I used to do shots if someone offered me one.
Correct.
And now I literally like I pick one alcohol,
Yep.
which is normally like wine
Yes.
or an Aperol spritz, or like if it's martinis tonight, like I will only stick to vodka.
Yes.
And I don't have too much. I go to sleep at a relatively decent hour.
Yes.
I make sure like to have water. Like I do all the things. Like I just don't get to rage the way that I used to. I think that's the difference.
Actually a good thing, right?
The
way I wish yesterday, I was like, I have to go home to my child. I wish, because it really, I'm not well today, bitch.
Okay. But I will say this.
Okay.
For the first time
Right.
in 4 years, I feel like, or no, there was this one time at one of the Halloween parties, your boobs, Lowe's trying to mention that your boobs are out.
I did that on purpose.
Oh. On Friday,
Yes.
when we went to Polo Lounge,
Yes.
and you guys continue to go out, which like I don't understand how you survive.
Me neither.
I came home, got in the Uber, and I was so sick in the Uber. I was like, oh my gosh.
That was me coming home from the Abbey yesterday. I was like, just, oh my God, my tit is so out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Button that button.
All right. That would fix everything.
So I made myself throw
Yes.
up, and I was in the bathroom like, what a degenerate mother. I literally was like, what a degenerate mother. I'm like coming home from dinner. Not even like, it's like not a party. It's just dinner. Because I had martinis and the limoncello.
The limoncello push. That's you mixed.
That's what it is.
That's what it was.
But
it
I
really
can-
wasn't
but
that
some-
you drank so much. I'm gonna just like stick
No,
up for
because
you.
like I don't feel like I did drink.
You really
I
didn't.
drank the normal amount of.
a few The last time we went to Beverly Hills Hotel, you were literally outside the Uber screaming, "I'm the queen of Beechwood Canyon." Literally.
Yeah, I didn't even get to that level.
You weren't at all.
No.
It was the limoncello push over the edge.
And you know what it was? It was
What?
the fact I can handle the limoncello, which first of all, Bo would be mad at me. He calls it limoncino because that's what they call it in the north in Italy. So like I'm going to go with limoncino. It's just most people know it as limoncello, so whatever.
Yes.
Anyway, I normally can have limoncino at like after I've been drinking. It's the fact that I had already drank most of mine.
Yes.
And then someone spilled it and then said, "Get this girl another one."
Yep.
And so they brought me out a
The
whole other one.
second one.
And I was just like, YOLO, and I drank the second one.
Not a digest Steve making you barf. It's like the complete opposite of what's supposed to do.
Correct.
So you came home and you puked.
I came home and I puked.
So to answer my question, you're a night puker.
I'm a night puker. I can't remember the last time that's definitely like before 2020. If I
Right.
like I have the next day.
Right.
It's just been 4 years.
So this person was like, I barf at night. I'm never a next day. Or somebody was like, oh, I'm always the next day, never at night. And then somebody was like, but you know what the worst one is? And we were all like, what? And she was like, when you're not physically sick, but you're mentally ill, like genuinely mentally hungover, just mental. And I was like, oh my God.
So not headache, not a physical thing.
No, it is just you are in the land of Bathopia. You are spiraling left and right. You're like, everybody hates me. I hate me. I want to crawl out of my skin. And I realized, oh my God, I don't get hangovers. I actually live in a perpetual state of emotional hangovers. And I've never in my life been like, I might have to be sober, but I might have to be sober because this might be the culprit of all of my anxiety. I get anxiety. Anxiety.
I'm really thinking about this one right now.
Yeah. Have you ever?
This is the thing. I used to say this on Vanderpump Rules. Like, I'd be like, I do all my best work hungover.
Girl, and the way that
Because
I
you
also
just-
thrive as a, like,
You
I
just don't give a
fuck.
what comes out of your mouth. And you're just like, whatever. Carefree. No one can honestly upset me. No one could rattle me because I am so physically not okay that
Right.
like that's my number one priority is like just trying to like maintain like my like physically being okay.
You're just,
So, like-
you're just trying to survive.
Yeah, you're just trying to survive.
So the
like,
most authentic you comes out.
Yes, correct.
Survival Stassi comes out.
yes.
Correct.
So like I always said that I do my best work hungover. But nowadays,
Yes.
when I get hungover, I think I'm like, it's the opposite of, I don't know that it's a spiral. I feel like my brain is empty. I got dumber.
Yeah.
And then I start thinking, how do I have a podcast? I literally have no
so
thoughts
you-
right now.
You do spiral.
But I'm not, I don't get worked up about it. I literally, it's
That's
just
the
like,
difference.
it's like this empty thought in this empty, vast land in my head of just being like, how do you come up with content for a living? You have no thoughts right now. That's what happens to me when
Yes.
I'm mentally hungover. But like, I don't worry or like overthink. I'm just like, oh, you're dumb.
oh,
And that's my tone of voice in my head.
you're dumb.
You're dumb.
No shock to anyone. I am the queen overthinker. So when I am hungover, anxiety, spiral Taylor, the way you guys have no idea how much I've spiraled in the span of the last 4 hours since I woke up. It has been nonstop spirals. I was
What are you spiraling about? Okay.
First thing I spiraled about, and I'm like, not me making you make me feel better about my hangover today. Okay. So my number one spiral was like, Stassi hates me because we didn't see her yesterday.
Okay.
Which is so crazy.
That if I wanted to see you guys, which like, of course I would want to see
I
you.
was like, I like got out the shower. I was like, Tay, did we invite Stassi and Bo to come enough to the Abbey? She's like, Taylor, stop it. You're just hungover. Get out of your head.
Yeah. No. First of all, I would like.
First
It's
of all,
not
you
that
don't
I
get mad about that stuff.
No, I don't get mad about that stuff. And also, if I wanted to, which of course I would always want to see you, but if I felt a certain type of way or was just like, I really want you guys to come over, I would have expressed that.
Of course.
Like, and honestly, no, I'm not a loser.
You're like, now I'm actually angry that you would think
No,
I'm such
I'm
a
like,
loser.
I can't believe you think I'm that much of a loser.
Okay, well, it's not about you. It's about me.
That like I'd just like be mad that you guys went and had like what?
Okay. Also, Foy joined us like way later in the day.
Again, so you're thinking that I felt
Nope,
left
no,
out,
no,
or
no,
like
this is
did we just
separate.
take Stassi's friend?
This is separate.
Again, I'm not a loser. I don't think that way.
But I wasn't even saying it. I'm just saying that because then I spiraled about Foy. So then Foy came and we went out to dinner. Like after we went to the Abbey, we were starving. So I'm like, let's go somewhere around here. So we went to Craig's, which I've never been to.
Oh, so wait, are you spiraling because you didn't go to Craig's with me? Again,
no.
I'm not a fucking loser.
No, if you let me finish my story, you'll understand. So we're sitting there, we're like having a great time. And at the end, I was like, I'm paying for it because it's me and it's Tay, and we talked work stuff. So like, I'm paying for it, you know?
Okay.
But then I was like,
Oh, by the way, I got to send that bill to all of you guys.
Oh, yeah,
for y'all
from
to
Beverly
Venmo
Hills
me.
Hotel,
Yeah,
yes.
Y'all got to Venmo me. Thank you for reminding me.
the way we've been begging you, and you keep being like, I have to do the math. So like, that's on you.
No, I need to screenshot the thing and just like send it to you.
I think you actually did. You showed it to us. So Tay was like, oh, she clocked the amount.
Yeah, but just thank you for reminding me. Okay.
So I paid for it, and Foy was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, don't forget that I bought you dinner when I need a favor. And I'm like, why would I say that?
Oh, you said that?
So I should be spiraling about that.
You're so weird.
I'm so weird.
You're so
I was like
weird.
spiraling. And Tay was like, you were drunk. And obviously Foy knew you were joking. And I was like, but you think Foy hates me now? You think she thinks I'm weird? Oh, well, the answer to that is yes.
Was Foy drunk?
No.
That sucks.
And I actually didn't even think about that until, because she had like a work call she had to do at like 9 p.m. So she was literally sober.
Wait, the way that
Sober as a nun.
I
Do
will-
nuns
okay.
not drink? If I was a nun, I will be wasted.
You know what, Taylor? I take some things back that I said. I do spiral sometimes.
Okay, thank you, God.
I do. I'm not perfect.
Okay.
I actually, there are moments.
Stars, they're just like us.
There are moments when truly dumb bathos shit comes out of my mouth, and like no matter what, at least twice a week for the remainder of the year, I'll be just doing something, and then I'm like, oh my God, why? And the other person is probably not. It's left
they're
the
never
building.
gonna
The
think
thought
about it
has
again.
left the building.
It's like a nothing burger.
It's nothing to them, because like when you think about it, all the things that we've spiraled about, I've never heard anyone else ever bring up.
So I really feel like the only girl on planet Earth who spirals. And
Why?
I think I spiraled
Wait,
more.
that was a weird
Pick
thing.
me?
Yeah,
Was that pick me?
Yeah, it was weird.
I think I'm a pick me girl.
No. Real talk though,
Say it.
I fear I gave birth to a pick me girl. And it wasn't me who thought it first.
Explain.
It was you.
It was not me. I just said that was a pick me. You said she just did
She
this.
does.
And
She
I
does
said,
pick me
oh my
things.
God, that's such a pick me thing. And then you said,
That's the meanest
is
thing.
my daughter a pick me
And
girl?
I said, I think that's the meanest thing you've ever said to me and my family. You're coming after my family.
Literally.
Like, no offense to all the pick-me's out there, but like, there's no one worse than you.
Literally. Can you just explain to me what a pick me is?
I don't even know how to explain it.
I don't either.
To me, it's like this energy of just like, it's like, oh, okay. It's like you can only give examples. Like they need the attention of, and it's not always just about like, I need the man's attention. It's just like girls that like do things that like all these standalone examples that I'm gonna
Okay.
that I'm gonna try and give on their own are no big deal.
Okay.
And like are normal.
But
all together.
mushed together. Got it.
Yeah. When a girl is like with like a group, in my brain, it's always when they're like with a group of guys.
No, when I think of pick me, I think it's a girl who's like, I'm not really friends with girls. I'm really only friends with guys. And that's then, so not me.
And then she lists things like, she says things like, oh my God, like I'm always in the water. Like if she's like if they go to a beach, like I'm not like one of those girls that like can't get in the water.
Like I like love the water.
Like, I love I'm like a fish, you know, instead of like just the girls who like tan and lay out.
Got it.
It's like I'm adventurous.
Like but that's how it feels.
Or if a pick me girl would literally be like,
I drink beer and I eat wings.
Yeah, so these are like very like basic. Right. It can get way more specific, or like, you know, if a girl,
like most girls can't fit penises in their mouth, but I can fit 5 at a time. That's a pick me.
That's sex worker. That's alarming. That's just alarming. Or like when a girl is talking to a guy and he says something about his girlfriend texting him, and then she makes a comment about like, oh my gosh, like I would never text like that many times. Or like I would just anything to highlight how cool she is.
Correct.
How
cool
girls
from
she,
other
and how
girls
different she is from other girls.
Like all the annoying things that girls stereotypically do. Like I don't do those things.
Like I don't like need to like spray tan. I'm just naturally tan. Or like I don't take that long to get ready. Or like but they can be so specific that sometimes you don't them stand alone on their own isn't fully pick me, but then when you see them all together, all the examples, you're like, you're a pick me and you're the fucking worst. But like girls who get in the water, I love getting in the water too. Okay, so like that's
okay
fine.
To get in the water.
If you like getting in the water, that doesn't make you a pick me girl. It's like all of these things have to exist at the same time for you to be a pick me girl, and it has to just be about putting down other girls in order to get the attention on you.
Okay, that's interesting because I was like, because I put myself down constantly because that's just like my brand. Mm-hmm. But like somebody recently said to me like, that's kind of pick me of you, and I was like, what? And I think they were confused.
Maybe that's like a meta. Maybe like there's a new form of pick me that's like self-deprecating.
I feel like Lo gets the Gen Zers. Like I feel like Lo can like translate
like
for
being
us.
Self-deprecating is the new pick me move.
Is being self-deprecating the pick me because you're almost like, I'm so awful to make people give you a compliment. Is that pick me?
The pick me, she got it, is at the expense of other women.
Correct.
It's like pick me, choose me, love me, and I'm going to put other women down. So I wonder if maybe you just talk about yourself in a general way.
I don't think I'm not a pick me, right? Is asking this question making me a pick me?
I don't think you're a pick me.
I'm
a lesbian. I can't be a pick me.
Amen.
I don't even go near penises anymore.
Yeah, I don't think.
It is about male validation.
It's about like internalized misogyny, right? Do I not know how to say that word?
Technically, that's what it's about.
Correct.
But like, I think it could take on a life of its own, and you know, build into something else. I could see the pick me thing becoming about other things in the future.
Right.
So
how the fuck did we get here? I was talking about how I spiral. Oh, I was saying how I was the only girl who spirals.
Yes, I know.
LOL.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure like
honestly, that's the opposite of a pick me. Like I'm basically saying this horrible trait that I have, like nobody is as bad as me.
No, I think it's just like so self-absorbed that and like actually just like read the room. Like every Cosmopolitan glamour like bustle article, betches, whatever the fuck, like is literally about how we all spiral. Like where have you been?
I don't know. Obsessing over myself and being hungover.
Like you're the only one spiraling.
Whatever. Sometimes I feel like spiral is loser energy. So I'm like, I'm over here just spiraling all day long. And also, speaking of a pick me girl, my wife, she's like, I like don't spiral. I like don't do that. Like she can't understand me. So I'm just, all I was trying to say was thank you for understanding me.
Is Teddy
pick me?
A pick me? She might be.
I think she's a pick me.
But how is she so likable?
I know that she's coming on your podcast, so you should do like a pick me test with Teddy. Do it.
Literally,
it's very not nice.
We're gonna talk, but this is the thing. No, I like that we've gotten here because I don't want all the pick me girls listening right now to feel like the worst because I told them that they should feel like the worst.
Right.
Because look, there are examples of pick me women who we love more than anything. Teddy is one of my best friends, and I think she might be a pick me girl. So you guys, you can all sit here.
Yes, pick me girls are people too. Pick me girls are like Disney adults. You know them and you're like, ugh. But then you love them. So then you're like, I love Disney adults. You know?
Save. I'm a
My sister's a Disney adult. You're a Disney adult. My wife is a Disney. My wife is all the things.
I consider myself to be a Disney adult, but like the Disney adult thing feels like Swiftie thing, where if it's like if you don't fully 100% commit to being a Swiftie or a Disney, like you know, it's like they don't want you in their pack, or like they act like you're not a true Swiftie.
Right.
That's how I am as a Disney adult, and like I love Taylor Swift. I love her music, but I don't know her cat's name. I love Disneyland. I would go there without my children.
Correct.
But I'm not a full Disney adult. I don't know all the things, and I'm not going to pretend like I do.
Right.
I would like to leave that up to the professionals, you know, let them have their shine.
So thank you for admitting that you spiral.
Yeah. I remember I called you recently because I spiraled about someone not liking one of my photos on a photo that person definitely should have liked.
LOL. And you were not being wrong.
And I wasn't wrong. And I know I'm right.
On.
I know I'm right. So like that's
100%.
not even a spiral. That's just like factual.
You're right. Correct.
That's just like, hey, let me talk about it. Like I'm like, this is kind of crazy, right?
But I should spiral about the weird thing I said to Foy.
Yeah.
Oh God! Speaking of crazy things that you said, this
Wait,
is insane. This is insane what I said. Are you ready to drop a bathos bomb on you?
Okay.
It's like the weekend before Mother's Day, okay? And I'm at the plant store, like the nursery near us, and like I don't go there a ton, but like I go there enough that like I kind of know the people that work there.
Wait, hold on. A plant store is called a nursery?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
I didn't know that.
You're gonna be spiraling about that for days.
No.
So I go to the nursery and this guy's helping me. He's so nice. Like I recognize people by face, but not by like name. I'm not there all the time, but like it's familiar enough. And this guy is helping me. And as I'm leaving, he's like, by the way, like happy Mother's Day to you. If I don't know if you're a mother, but happy Mother's Day. And I was like, that's so nice. Like, you know what I mean? Cause like I might not be mother, but I have friends who are mothers and my mom's a mother. So I was like, that is so nice. So I wanted to reciprocate, you know? So I was like, oh my God, thank you. That's so nice. And I was like, happy Mother's Day to you. But then I started to panic. Like, what if his mother's dead? What if I don't know. Like, what if it's like traumatic to say happy Mother's Day? And so I go like this, happy Mother's Day to you too. If you know any mothers.
If you know any mothers.
I can never go back to that place ever again. If you know any mothers. What an accusation. Like he's a motherless fuck. You know?
That was so aggressive. I don't think you should spiral about that. I only spiral with people I know.
No,
who cares?
My spirals know no bounds.
No, because he probably forgot that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you should spiral because Foy's our friend.
Oh, we're back to that? Okay, great. Amazing. So you think Foy thinks I'm weird now?
No.
You're like, Foy's always known you were weird.
I just think that's an embarrassing thing to say. I just really love to torture you right now.
It really is so embarrassing, like, actually.
You got you know what? Bo says that sometimes too. I think that's why he'll like make that joke. He'll like he didn't word it the way that you always do, that you did. But like when he like pays the bill for everyone or something, he'll say like, you guys can get us next time or something like that. And I'm like, no. If you are paying for the bill, right? You're choosing to pay for it. You're not then gonna say you guys get it next time. Correct. Whereas like, yes, that's a normal thing to switch off. Of course. But you can't demand it. Correct. If you took it upon yourself to get the whole bill, you can't make that statement. Right. You have to wait for them to offer. Right. And like that to me is like, that makes me cringe. Like, I don't like it. Well, I posted, this is so embarrassing. I'm so stupid. I'm like world's worst influencer for a reason. So we were at the Abbey and I was trying to post in real time, like to, you know, cause like I suck at that, whatever. But see, this is why I don't do it. Cause I fuck up when I post in real time. So I tagged the Abbey, or so I thought. And you spelled it wrong? Dumb. Oh wait, people are not allowed to be mean. No, say it so the world can hear how you abuse me. You dummy. You dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. Say what you want to say. No, I was gonna say you dummy, but I then went dummy. You know. Yeah, I saw that you did that. Yeah, so stupid. It's okay. But so anyway, Brian Kelly DM'd me and he was like, LOL. He's like, this is so... He even wrote hashtag world's worst influencer because he was like, this is so you. It's so great. And I screenshotted it because I thought it was funny. And then like I posted my story and then I was like, how's he going to be mad that I screenshotted it without his permission? That is a thing. The way I spiral about every fucking thing in my life, I'm exhausted. I'm trying to think.
Is there a medication for this?
There has to be, because you need it.
Or should I just stop drinking?
I just don't know that that's the reason. I just feel like it's who you are.
It is at my core.
The spiraling, the overthinking, the empathy. Just
it's exhausting.
The endless empathy.
It's exhausting. Speaking of which, the way I have been spiraling about the Kate Bosworth podcast ever since we fucking put it up. And guess who has had to listen to me spiral for the last week?
Yeah.
Stassi Schroeder.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
This is when the spiraling gets annoying, because you keep making the same choices over and over again.
Correct.
You're not allowed to spiral if you just keep up the narrative of this Kate Bosworth thing.
Correct.
Like, you're actively choosing.
Are you embarrassed for me?
I would be embarrassed for you if you ever see her in person. But I'm not embarrassed for you, like, if you guys never see each other.
Okay.
I'm like, you are an entertainer. You are a podcaster. You tell stories.
Correct.
You
From my own, experience.
Yes, that's what you do. Like, that's what Howard Stern does.
Correct.
Like, that's a very...
And
it's a talent, and you do a really good job of it. And most people in it, like podcasters' lives, radio hosts' lives, know that, like, you might be spoken about. Like, it's just like
our lives are fodder for, and it's like, of course, it's through like our biased POV. Like, it's the lens of our life through our eyes,
right?
But like,
and I don't think that you should it's embarrassing. I don't think it's embarrassing or cringy or bathos.
Okay,
but if you run into her, it is.
You're like, if you run into her, run in the opposite direction.
Like I would. Like I would. I just gave her a follow.
You did?
Yeah.
She earned it.
Do you think she knows that you... Do you think she could put the connection together and be like, wow, this Taylor girl really talks about me so much that her bestie just followed me?
I know, but then don't you think she'll be like, that's kind of like cool? Like, oh my God, Stassi Schroeder followed me because Taylor Strecker's so obsessed with me. Like, it's kind of a flex for me, no?
I guess, like, I don't really think of myself as like...
Hello?
I'm thinking of myself as just like your standard own plebe.
No, you're not.
You're
not.
Okay.
You have 3 times the followers that she has. And I'm embarrassed I just said that.
Wait, how many followers? She has 1 million followers?
Almost 1 million, not quite. But way more than me.
Dead.
I think she's like 4K away from 1 million. Let's get her there.
Let's get her there.
I owe her.
Let's get Kate Bosworth to 1 million.
Everyone go follow Kate. And like
I don't know why.
Genuinely, nicely.
I don't know why I wasn't following before. Like, when I looked at all of her photos, I was like, this is content that I want. Just like pretty, fashionable, stylish.
Yes.
Like, I want to see your glam. I want to see,
After all I've done over the years, after how much I've talked about her, like, that's all I'm asking.
She deserves to get to 1 mil.
Y'all, if you don't follow Kate, if you follow Kate, fucking yes, you do, because you're real ones. And if you don't follow Kate, for me, as a gift to Kate, go follow Kate. Let's get her to 1 million. Mm-hmm. And if we get her to 1 million, I can feel a little less weird about being so obsessed with her. You know what I mean?
How often do you think about her?
All the time.
No, but like, is she your Roman Empire?
She is absolutely my Roman Empire.
Like,
yes. She is the main character of my life. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. I know.
Like, no, but like, is this obsession like, it's embarrassing. It has to stop. I think we're done now.
Well, are you going to give everyone an update on?
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. My update, my part 1 update is this. I'm officially done. That podcast, I got it all out of my system in like one place all at the same time. Like, I've told the story in like fractured pieces,
right?
But I don't think I've ever sat down at one place and just without any interruption and fully monologued start to finish about the inception, the birthplace of the obsession until like present day. You know what I mean? And so I feel like with her seeing my Aunt Patty and like sending that video, like, I think it's time to like put it to rest. Do you know what I mean? Like, I solemnly swear, Taylor Strecker, I hereby solemnly swear to be done with the Kate Bosworth of it all. It's done.
Well, this is what I have to say. You can say it's done until the next thing happens.
Correct. Until
she runs into somebody else and you are told that she said X, Y, or Z or whatever. Until the next thing happens.
Right.
You're done.
I'm done.
You're done.
No more.
But like, it's okay if something else happens and then
thank you,
picks it back up again.
Okay, thank you.
You know, like you're allowed.
Right. Like, but also, I'm gonna say this too, and I'm not sure if I can say this, so that's why I'm doing it part 2. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So there is a development And basically, it's on very good authority that Kate is very aware of this podcast that I just did.
The episode that you just did.
The episode that just dropped, she's 100% aware of it. And
Say those.
I want to die.
Cringe.
But
you.
So embarrassing for
But
me.
like, honestly, hold on.
Okay, go.
I'm going to put myself in her position.
Please role play it. Like if you found out that somebody that you grew up with, went to high school with, whatever, was like this fixated on you, how would you feel? Look at the face.
Yeah,
It's
like
so bad.
I want to say flattered, but I wouldn't.
You'd be like, she's
I
scary.
would feel like, how did I not know this? And like, what else am I not picking up on from other people? Like,
Yes. But would you internalize it like, oh my God, is there something wrong with me? Or would you be like, this bitch is fucking batshit, keep her away from me, I'm going to get a restraining order? Latter?
There would be a little bit of that. There would be a little bit of like, let me keep my distance. There's no way I could ever be like friends.
Oh, totally. And I want to be clear, that is okay. Like, let me be abundantly clear in my resolution. So I have it on good authority that she heard.
Okay.
Or she knew of it. I don't even know if she heard, but that she knew of it and that she only had the nicest things to say about me. Like, so sweet and so nice. So like, no. Not like in a I'm so cool kind of a way. And that she's an angel of a human. And like, I don't deserve I deserve a restraining order.
She's a polite queen. She has manners.
She's a polite queen. She's a kind soul.
Yeah.
And even if she thinks I'm weird, that was not conveyed to me.
Right.
And she's allowed to think I'm weird.
Yeah.
And she's a star and I'm obsessed with her.
Listen, we all have our loser energy moments, and
I need to know yours.
I've been trying to think of it. I know that there
It's
have been
just like
times
so hard because I'm just so cool and have been my whole life. That's pick me.
I'm really trying to think right now.
Like, I feel like I shouldn't bring this up.
Do you think the way that I'm obsessed with Meghan Markle, that could be a little loser energy of me?
it's pretty losery?
Yeah, like she's never going to be able to be my friend because
Literally.
I've spoken so much about her. Like she could never, like
Correct.
it's impossible. Like
Correct.
a friendship could never be made because I already adore her too much that it would be so fucking weird.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I never met her or like had like an origin story or like
Right.
this is just somebody who I admire. But I'm trying to think. I know I have loser stories because otherwise why would I have those moments where I cringe or I'm just like, ugh.
Well,
I'm just
exactly.
like trying to think of them.
No. I think it's healthy that you detach from your loser moments.
I feel like, you know who I feel like right now?
Who?
I feel like Samantha Jones in that episode where they're all talking about the embarrassing shit
No,
they do in their apartments.
no.
And Samantha's like, I don't do embarrassing shit.
Yep. Secret single behavior. That's what it is. Secret single behavior.
I kind of feel like that right now because I can't think of anything.
They're also like talking about like the things that they don't like about themselves. And Samantha's like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but there are things I don't like about myself. We don't have to go there.
But it's giving that.
Yeah, no, it's giving that energy that like I can't think of how I'm a loser.
Anyway, Kate, I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. And we're done. Like, you're free.
Okay.
Go live your life. It's beautiful. You're in love. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The end.
You hear it here.
Shifting gears. So we just went to Beverly Hills Hotel. Speaking of loser energy. We went to Beverly Hills Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I am cool. And sometimes I know a thing or two. And somebody should communicate that to my wife. Okay?
Okay.
So we go to Beverly Hills Hotel. Which, like, you always bring your A game, baby, when you go to the BHH.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's your one time
Yes.
to get dressed up and look chic and cool.
Correct.
You know, like not your like it's one of those. It's you don't go to the Beverly Hills Hotel
To be a schlub.
just go somewhere else then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's so many other schlubby
like,
places you
yes,
can go to.
that like have great food and stuff. Like the whole reason to go is to put on a cute outfit.
Yes.
And do the damn thing.
Yes. So, like, I almost packed a Chanel bag, not a fake one, a real one, just for the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Would you bring a fake Chanel? Would you bring a fake bag to?
I would never.
Okay, so the feeling that you get right here, right now, of you being like, I would never do that. Like that's how I just feel about them in everyday life. Like,
I know, but like
that feeling of being like, oh my God, no, like I'd be caught, like no. I feel that way, and
I can compartmentalize it because the thing is, I feel like I give off like rich energy, which is crazy because I'm so crazy and like just.
no, you do give off rich energy.
So I feel like in the
Can we explain why? So people,
could you explain it to me? Because I actually don't understand why I'm so rich.
I have a theory about that.
Please.
Your
'Cause
watch
I was rich.
Your watch.
Yeah.
Your ring.
Correct.
The way that you accessorize, it's simple, luxurious things.
Yes.
And your style has always been quiet luxury.
Correct.
Until recently, like when you've like started to be like
those funky jeans I have, those barrel jeans.
No, I love what you're doing now. I love that you're like branching out and doing more stuff. You have done the quiet luxury thing, even though it's Zara.
Literally.
For so long. That like a simple button, like that looks more expensive than mine for some reason.
And it's literally from American
Apparel.
Mine
literally looks like I got it from Bose.
And how much was it?
Well, this isn't expensive, no.
Okay.
It's not. I just wanted to be comfortable right now. But meaning like you do, it's this like streamlined way of you have your hair is normally like you'll put it back in a bun or something.
Exactly.
Your nails are always done.
Yes.
The little things.
The little attention to detail.
Yes.
I learned how to be a rich person through my family, actually.
Okay.
But then also it really was solidified with husband.
And you don't really do like big logos and stuff like that. Like it's not like
style.
you're not trying to be, it's not overly trendy. You're not trying to.
It's not nouveau. It's giving old money.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That's what I just felt like we needed to explain what the rich energy is.
But see, that's why I feel like
how someone else could get it.
But I can pull off like the fennel on the streets of New York, but I'm not going to wear a fennel.
I literally was like, what the fuck is fennel?
Fake Chanel. Okay. I'm not going to wear a fennel to like a place where everybody can spot the real thing.
You shouldn't wear a fennel anyway.
Whatever. I fucking ride or die. I will die on this hill. I love a fennel.
I know you will.
Okay. So we go to the Beverly Hills Hotel for dinner. And like, I wasn't sure, like I was a little bit like, if they have a lot of rules. I will say that. Like if you're like 10 minutes late, they'll give your table away and they don't give a fuck and they will not let you in. But they also have like a very strict dress code. And every time I call to make the reservation, because I always make the reservation because I'm like, I feel like I'm in their system now for enough times that like we have like good street cred. Like they like know our table at this point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The way that I never make a reservation. And so like I should have been doing that from the very beginning.
It's like you build equity with like a bank.
100%. So like I'm over here with zero credit.
Truly, girl. Open a credit card at the BH. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but like this is also important too that they know they like can identify you like you because like my wife could have just destroyed my potential of, you know, like, I don't know, getting a platinum card at the BHH.
Yep. I know what you're saying.
Selfish bitch.
Okay.
So anyway, so we go but whenever I call to make a reservation, they always say this to me. No, like they say, we have a dress code. It's like, I can't remember what the other things are, but like, it's always like,
is it no tennis shoes?
No baseball hats.
No baseball hats.
Yep, no tennis shoes. And no ripped jeans. No, they said jeans are fine. No ripped jeans. Great. So
the way I'm going to retell this story on my podcast,
it's
but
okay.
I think mine comes out before yours.
I know. I think it does too. So anyway, so basically we all walk in. It's 5 of us. Tay is okay. So before we left, Tay had on these white jeans with a rip, and I said, "Tay, no,
we all
ripped jeans."
I said it too. I was like the ripped jeans, and then I was like, but I also looked at her. I was like, you've worn these ripped jeans to the Polo Lounge,
and she has
multiple times because I've made a mental note that I'm like, how come she keeps getting away with like these fucking ripped jeans?
I know.
Like, how does she get away with it?
And I even said to her,
we warned
when
her.
we get up there, you put the left leg behind your right leg because that you're gonna hide the hole with your. And also, it's very small. Like it almost looks like she could have literally ripped it on the way there, like climbing into a car or something.
Maybe she should have said that.
That's what I was gonna tell her to say. But okay, so anyway, so we walk in and we're like checking in and the guy's like, okay, and I'm like, we want outside, but made a request, like premium seating, right? And he's like, no, I see the request, that's fine. He said, but there is one problem. And I'm thinking, what is it? Our table's not available? Or
the way that I was not paying attention to shit and I was just standing there and then I see all of you guys huddle like he's about to tell us something like really bad. You guys all huddled around him.
Yep.
And I'm literally like, oh no, oh no.
He said, but there is one problem. And we said, what? And he said, she's wearing ripped jeans. And I said, throw her in the trash where she belongs. I was so pissed off at her.
You didn't look that mad.
I was in fixed mode. I was in a state of panic. That's why. Because I'm like fight or flight. I freeze. I have that's all I can muster.
No, I'm going to say something.
Go.
All you bitches froze except for me, who jumped right into action.
I don't remember it that way. Mm-hmm. No, I don't. Yes. No, I don't. Because I literally said, I said, can't we safety pin it?
Oh, maybe you said that, but it was just so dumb that I didn't think I didn't think you'd want to.
Like it was so stupid that like nobody would take it seriously.
Why would you even say it on your podcast?
You're like, you literally might as well
credit.
just like, you might as well have just like done nothing because it was worse than nothing. It was embarrassing. So I remember thinking, I have on a skirt, okay? Because I wore this skirt to Tinks's event. So I'm like, I have on a skirt, but I'm wearing it as a dress, but I have a long trench coat over it because she's a layering queen. And I remember thinking, I'm going to run in the bathroom. I'm going to take my skirt off. Tay's going to put my skirt on as a skirt, which would have looked terrible with her outfit, but what the fuck ever. And then I will wear my trench coat as like a trench coat dress. Okay. Because it's like long. And before I even got the chance to seduce that, someone said,
me.
What if she, to Tay, what if she, me.
Why don't Teddy put on Taylor's trench coat and
over.
Tie a bow and it'll look like a dress. It'll cover it.
Yes.
Problem solved. And at first he was like,
he was like,
no. And I'm like,
oh, you intimidated him.
And then it wasn't me who just said this though. Someone else was like, what if she walks out? And someone said that.
No, because I remember this part. So we're like, oh, that's a good idea. And luckily Tay had brought one of my blazers with her as well. So I was like, well, my outfit, because I'm like, that's not fair that my outfit has to suffer because you're a dingleberry. You know what I mean? Like, this is important for me too. Go home.
No, I fully get that. I fully get that.
What the fuck?
No, like I would have felt the same way.
So thank God she took my blazer. Which, like, because then I was like, well, I was going to wear that anyway. And she also did something kind of fucked up to me when we were getting ready. She literally was like, I had that dress on with a blazer. And she was like, I don't like the blazer. So I put the trench coat on. And I was like, I want the blazer. It's warmer. And she was like, no. And then she was like, I feel like the blazer's like too businessy, too blazery. And I was like, okay. Like, calling me like an Uber dyke, like, whatever. So, like, butch lesbian going to, like, you know, C-suite lesbian here, like, here for my dinner, whatever. So she literally, like, shamed me out of the blazer. And then as we're walking out the door, she's like, do you think I should wear that blazer? I was like, you're an asshole. You know? She's like the little sister that steals my clothes that like I never asked for. It's really annoying. And I was like super mad at her and I wanted to be like a bitch about it and be like, take that fucking blazer off. Like, oh, so it looks cool on you but bad on me?
Because she had the ripped jeans. So therefore it was taking away from the over businessy look.
Well, thank God I decided not to be a total cunt about it. And like she had the blazer because then I was able to also and like as we walked out of the bathroom and I was not nice about it with her. Like I was like, I put the blazer on and I was like, this is what I wanted to wear in the first place. And like I was not gentle with her. Like I wasn't like, are you okay? On the way to the bathroom I was like, I told you so. Like the whole way to the bathroom. I was like so mad at her. So we go to the bathroom.
Well, you missed the part.
Oh, I forgot.
Like he literally almost he started to say no.
He almost said no.
He said no. And then I was literally about to like, I'm like, it's technically a dress. Like it's technically a dress. Like you could wear the trench coat as a dress.
It's covering the problem, but it was almost like he wanted to punish her for even breaking code.
Even breaking code, yeah. But then someone said, Foy. I think it was Foy.
It was Foy.
Said, what if she walks out and puts the trench coat on and walks back in?
Like you can't switch right here.
Yeah.
And he said, he said, the bathroom's over there. And we didn't have this conversation.
Yeah.
And he's a real one. Honestly, because we could have gone, you know what I'm talking about, a hall fucking monitor who's like, this is my big moment to teach these girls.
I thought he wasn't rude about it.
He really wasn't.
He wasn't. Like,
he was
I don't fault
enforcing the rules, but he wasn't an asshole at all.
Yeah. I wonder if that was the same energy as like the lady at the Cannes Film Festival who's just like, I'm just following the rules.
LOL.
And like, you know, she keeps getting yelled at.
I hate that lady. I hate her from the depths of my soul.
Okay. Well, this lady, then maybe not. This guy was nice. He was firm, assertive without being rude.
Correct.
Maybe he did want to punish a little bit, but some people deserve to be punished.
Yes. She deserved to be punished. You know what? The fact that she's gotten away with it for this many like years in a row is honestly egregious on behalf of the Beverly Hills Hotel, and it's disrespectful.
No, it is disrespectful. It is.
And I hope she remembers this.
No, I'm going to talk to her about dress codes on my podcast because I love a dress code.
I need you to really like lean in hard to it. And I told you a story upstairs that you need to remember.
Yes.
Taylor has no respect for dress codes, and I'm usually like the one suffering at the hand of her lack of respect of dress codes.
Yes.
And enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I'm actually elated that it happened. You know? And I could tell that her
taught
feelings,
her a lesson.
It did teach her a lesson, but like she's really magical. The way that she's able to be like, she It's her fault. She started it. And then all of a sudden, I'm over here feeling bad for her. Did I have to berate her? I did not.
I didn't feel bad for her.
I shouldn't have.
But like,
I started to coddle her and baby her like once we got back to the
there was
States.
nothing to feel bad about. It's not like she had to leave.
I know, but like she still had hurt feelings. Like she was like so hurt that he even called. Like she's not used to people telling her
Well, that's
no.
what happens when you break the rules.
Correct.
Like, what do you mean? You don't get there's no feeling bad for someone who breaks the rules.
True story.
You made the decision.
Yes.
To break the rule.
Correct.
Why would I sit here and feel bad for you that someone said, hey, she's breaking a rule?
When you say it like that.
What?
Yeah. Well, anyway. Now the world knows that my wife's not perfect.
And she's a pick-me.
LOL. I can't wait to hear the results from your pick-me test.
I know. I need to like find a test. I need to like
No, you can find for sure. Like
Okay.
one on like Bustle or some shit like
yeah,
that.
for sure.
Anyway, well, thanks for being on my potty pod.
You're so welcome.
Love you so much.
Love you.
And you guys don't forget to go listen to my wife on Stassi's pod called Stassi.
Yeah.
And is she a pick-me? Did I marry a pick-me?
We're going to find out.
I'm kind of scared.
I mean, that's okay. It's fine.
But pick-me's are people too.
Yes,
Right.
I gave birth to one.
Correct.
I love pick-me's. That came full circle. Yeah.
Thank you for joining me. I love you.
Love you too.
You guys, that is it for us. You guys make sure to follow Stassi all the places at Stassi Schroeder.
At Stassi Schroeder.
On Instagram.
Whatever.
TikTok.
No, go follow Kate Bosworth.
You know what? Thank you. Go follow Kate Bosworth if you don't.
Yeah.
It's the least I can do, Kate. It's the least I can do. And listen to Stassi's podcast
Stassi.
named Stassi. And of course, the good, the bad, the baby.
Yeah, head to Patreon.
And it's patreon.com.
/Stassi. It's
You
always
go.
just
It's all just
Stassi.
Stassi. That is it for us. Have a great one. You guys, I always say it. Rate, review, subscribe. It means the world to us. And yeah, that's it. Until next week, bye girl, bye.